Hi there and welcome to my channel. I am Key and I am your host. Today, of course, we're going to do some mentality business development. That is markets, team building, running companies, viewing markets from all angles, finding pockets, market strategy. That's my favorite subject. And today we're going to do some attitude match. We're going to talk about attitude partners. So let's get started. We all know the importance of being able to work with partners or collaborators that can focus on the same goal as I want to reach, or we want to reach, or we want to reach together. But it's also very important when you're looking for the right attitude within partners that they can let go of what no longer serves. That's a very important thing because all the negative energy that they are hosting or that they are encouraging will take down the pace on the path to the goal. So, who's making the difference? How can I identify that attitude? We are going to continue right now. I have talked a lot in my videos about being on the same frequency as those you want to attract. You need to be in the same vibration. People commonly call it that they vibe with someone, and sometimes I wonder if they really understand that it is pure energy that they talk about. We are all energy, and humans as well as material things vibrates on different frequencies. To make a match, you need to be on that frequency. Like if you want to reach a 5G service, you have to call on 5G because that is the frequency. It is no different with human vibration and how you attract each other on the frequencies. So when you look for partners, except for skills and network accessibility or what you're looking for, you will also look or mainly look at their vibration. I just said that they need to be able to let go of what does not serve you, and that is a crucial thing to be able to vibrate on a frequency where the more lucrative deals and open people mostly are. So if you look at this picture here, you can see number 1 on the left is you and your frequency, and number 1 to the right is your goal. So you belong together. Number 2 in the middle of your energy field is potential attitude partners and attitude friends that vibe with you. And the other two below, there are others. They could be nice and pleasant people, but not on the same frequency. And now we're strictly business here. So they're not aligned with your values and with your goal. So to find out potential partners, you have to look at the values and the mindset of those partners. And it is extremely important, so take your time to really talk with them and ask hands-on questions. One meeting will not be enough, and you can also try to find out information about them because business partners it's very important that they have the right attitude. So to keep a good track of this, you can use the thinking tracks, and you can list them in 3 areas. 1 is the observation track, 2 is the relating track, and 3 is the action track. The observation track are things, or in this case partners, you cannot change, but you need to know they exist, and they might be key people that you need to know about, so you're observing them. The relating track is a track you need to relate to. You need to either take a stand or act in their surrounding. And here you can keep partners. Well, they're not your partners actually because they're in the relating track. Here you can keep potential partners or people or companies that will never be your partners that you need to still have a relation to in some kind of way. And then there is the orange one there, the action track. Here you're going for goals. This is your target market, and you need to be present here and very, very active. And in this place, you put those partners that are no longer potential partners that you choose to work with, and the key people that are really good for you, the key companies that are good for you, the associations that are good for you. You put them in number 3, and you involve them to get to speed up your business in the chain. So to identify people that you should put in the action track or partners that you should put in the action track, you need to be very accurate with your questions, because that lowers the risk of failure. So you have to keep the 3 tracks and decide how to act in each one of them. What does not serve you or brings you down must be placed in the observation track. It must be placed in the observation track, because you have to accept and let go. Beware that this exists and let go of it. As long as these people or items don't access your relating track, you should not focus at all on them. Letting go is harder, and you probably need to train on this. Some people do it naturally. Some people, like me, I really have to use these tracks. Your focus has to be on your action track. In this track, you decide who to work with, like I just said, and you must learn to identify the right mindset and attitude for you to work with. It matters hugely. Don't look at them. Look at what they are looking at, who they work with, and with what perspective they handle things, and what decisions they make in situations. This is very important. Here you can really differ those ones from the others. Working with the right partners and the right stuff is key to most of our success. We all know it, but still so many are making bad or less good choices. As a business leader, entrepreneur, athlete, or musician, for all of us, this is really, really important. On the previous page, we talked about frequencies and vibration. And on the right here, you can see my famous little head that I show in many of my videos to talk about mentality and mindset and vibration. The top one is the approaching mind. There are 2 minds and they create one mindset. The approaching mind is your conscious mind. This is where you analyze factors, you take conscious decision, you watch, you take it and you see. If this mind is narrow, that is a big red flag, very dangerous. You will not be able to consume the broad picture that you need. You will not be able to look at your partners, your potential partners, in the right way and decide if they're going to be partners. This approaching mind minimizes risks and optimizes opportunities. And you have to be really aware up in the approaching mind. The mastermind, this is the subconscious mind. This mind feeds the approaching mind from within. This is the mind that contains your core, and this is your values, your deeply rooted values since birth. We were all programmed from the start, ever since we were children. When we grow up, we take in a lot of things and that shapes us. And depends on what you have in there, if there's a bad thing or a good thing that will shape you, you send it up to the approaching mind, and it affects how you look at the world. So you really need to look at your mastermind. If there's anything there that isn't okay, then you need to get rid of it. And you do it by repetition, repeating the good things. We're getting right into the action tracks soon. I just wanted to add something about the approaching mind and mastermind. If mastermind carries pain from childhood, you need to start working on it and get rid of it, let it go by repetition of the good things. So it can sometimes be hard to get rid of old programs, but you need to go for it. If you let external matters affect you negatively, is going right back into your core again, into your mastermind. It shapes you, sends back up to the approaching mind, and narrows your views. And the same thing, your approaching mind, your conscious mind, you can absolutely decide how to see situations up here, and you can make active decisions how you're going to handle situations and who you're going to let go and who you're going to partner up with. And you have to make those decisions. So the action track. This is where you have the people and the outfits that you want to work with. So make clear plans with those partners. Look at your whole chain. Some of us have a whole chain from R&D to market. Some of us have another type of chain, but we all have a chain. So you have to look at that and put each partner in the right place in the chain, together in collaboration with them, cooperation with them, of course. And you have to control the speed in the chain. Agree with your partners about the goal and how to get there. And most of all, agree with them on what to let go of and what to keep a stronger focus on. What to let go of and what to keep a stronger focus on, because these two things really, really matters. The most interesting thing when it comes to partnership and collaboration is that the most successful partnerships, no matter if it's in business, in music, or in other places, has come from people that are on the same frequency, that vibe with each other, that look in the same direction and strive very hard towards the same direction. It has absolutely nothing to do with money. Of course, it could be hard to sometimes get funded if you're a small startup, but the mentality matters the most, because if you have the right mentality, you will always fix and add what you need one way or another. And that's something very important to remember. Don't rush into things. Don't let anybody else rush you. You have to measure out for the future, for your future success, what kind of partners and what attitude they have and who you want to collaborate with. Excellent. Did you like it? Well, you can always hit me up at www.keyisyourhost.com and also let me know what you think and share some thoughts. Maybe I can do something more. Okay, see you later.